mourners have been gathering in Diogo Jota's hometown to pay tribute to the Portuguese star, who of course died in that car crash alongside his younger brother yesterday. These the pictures from the many people who've gathered there through the course of the last couple of hours. We know that there was a private wake with members of Diogo Jota's family, joined by the Prime Minister, the President also there. And you can see the cordons set up because we think in the next little while there may be a moment of silence and tribute, but certainly all of the people gathered there reflecting on yesterday's terrible events, the last 24 hours. Diogo Jota, who of course won the Premier League with Liverpool only a few weeks ago, then got married only a few weeks ago, his life on such a high, and then tragedy only yesterday. Driving, he was on his way back to the UK to start pre-season training with Liverpool, and that car crash in Spain. And of course, no added detail from the authorities in Spain other than what they told us yesterday. They were talking about a tyre blowing out as his car was overtaking another and then careering across into the central reservation where there was a large fire, and the death of the two passengers in that car. And you can see just some of the official vehicles and some of the security, because Portugal's Prime Minister and President both there paying their respects, joining with stunned members of the family for his new wife. Just the most terrible 24 hours, going to that morgue first in Spain and then bringing the bodies back to his hometown. And of course, this is very close to Porto, and Porto, his first professional club, where of course he was such a star. And we were seeing a little earlier in one of our pieces the tributes, the legacy, the areas that have been named after Diogo Jota already, the training centres where so many youngsters have actually come through in the years since Diogo Jota played there in Portugal. So those the scenes there with so many fans also going on to pay their respects. Let me take you from Portugal and show you the latest from Liverpool, because this from a little earlier, this is the former Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson, and he there striding out from Anfield, the stadium there, to actually lay his flowers and personal tribute and scarf among the sea of tributes, the carpet that now exists outside of the stadium, because so many fans and families and friends and rival supporters, we saw those pictures of Everton supporters paying their respects as well, because in the face of such tragedies, despite all the sorts of local rivalries there are, the football world, the wider world comes together. And Jordan Henderson pausing for quite a while there to just think and actually read some of the tributes that have been left. I think we've also got pictures from above where you can just see the scale of what has been left there. Of course, Anfield, and as the cameras move in, you will see just the amount of scarves and flowers that have been left by so many different people. The Prime Minister joining yesterday, his tribute, he was making the point, it's not just Liverpool fans, it's not just football fans, it is just people, families, stunned by the news of the death of this young man, this 28-year-old, and his younger brother. And you can see as the camera moves round, the thousands upon thousands of scarves and flowers that have been left there. And so many shirts as well, the number 20 shirt that he made his own. And I'm going to take you back from the scenes in Liverpool. I'm going to take you back to Portugal, near Porto, the live pictures there from that vigil, because so many people there, just a huge line there, but so many people arriving to just reflect on what they've seen over the last 24 hours, with so many different tributes, so many of the people that played alongside Diogo Jota, talking about not just him as a player, but him as a person. That was the central part of so many different tributes that were made, him as a person. And that shone through, and Jurgen Klopp, his tribute, his former manager, the man who signed Diogo Jota for Liverpool, making that central point, and so many of his colleagues, the current Liverpool dressing room, making that point, and his smile. He played with a smile, and that was so evident in his appearances, and of course he was so prolific as a goal scorer as well, and so many of all of those thoughts and themes weaved in to the many people arriving there to pay their personal tribute. So those, the live pictures there from Portugal. We'll keep an eye on those pictures, both in Portugal and also in Liverpool, and return to that story a little later here in our programme.